Hey everyone, Retro John here, and today I am going to take a look at the new Star Wars Mission Fleet, the Mandalorian Speeder Bike set. This is a series I wasn't too sure if I wanted to get into or not. I did end up picking him up, as well as a few others. And I may review those if this review does well and you guys want to see more. I do have the Millennium Falcon with Han Solo. I also have Ahsoka, as well as Boba Fett. So, if this does well, this is something you want to see more reviews of, by all means, let me know, and I will go ahead and throw these out here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Mandalorian speeder bike, however. So, first off, we got this wonderful artwork here depicting Mando himself, as well as the child. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and call him the child in this review as opposed to Baby Yoda, because we still really don't know who this character is. I really enjoy this little artwork, as well as some of the little details. Like if you notice off the side, we got some Jawas over here. This definitely looks like possibly Tatooine. So yeah, not too bad. I actually really dig the artwork on this. We have the special mission, Mission Fleet logo right here. On top, it shows us other like vehicle sets with the figures on the top, which is kind of cool. We have a display here of the figures that are included in this, as well as the bottom is what the toy looks like. Speeder bike, and this shows us that is the Mandalorian, which is weird because this is the Boba Fett symbol and not the Mandalorian symbol. But hey, you know. Nothing really on the side other than the logo for Star Wars and the Mandalorian. Over here we got some of the features. On the back, we have everything fully displayed of what everything comes with. Looks like we have a little missile launcher, the speeder bike itself. We actually get the little floaty egg carrier for the child, as well as the Mandalorian figure, jetpack, gun, and I love this gun, by the way. So, his rifle. So this all looks really cool. I'm really anxious to see what this looks like and how it plays out. So let's go ahead and open this up and take a look at the toys inside. Okay, so the first thing that you really notice when you open up the box is you get a little instruction sheet of how everything goes. We do have a couple of stands for the carrier. On the back, you'll notice that there's a few different options we can use to display or play with our Mandalorian figure, as well as a rocket launcher and different places we can put it on a speeder bike. So that's pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the Mandalorian figure first. So let's go ahead and pull him out. And as you can see, it looks like he's wearing his newer armor, which is kind of neat. Articulation first. His head is actually on a ball joint, so his head actually has a good array of motion. You can turn left, right, from side to side, up and down. So nice little head articulation for this figure. His arms can actually go out about that far. They can't go out very, very far, but they do go forward and backwards. There's no articulation in the elbow or anything, but you do have some articulation in the wrist, which also appears to be on a ball joint, so it does have kind of a rocky motion. In fact, I almost actually pulled the hand off trying to pull him out of the packaging. He doesn't look like he has a waist articulation, but he does have leg articulation. It goes forwards, backwards somewhat because of the cape. So yeah, and actually the cape, as well I'll show you here in just a moment, is actually removable. So let's go ahead and look at the details. Now, detail-wise, he doesn't look too bad. He's got very shiny, silvery armor. He's got his almost like these dark blues or purples, kind of. You can see the little gadgets here on his wrist. Here, actually, you can see that the wrists are not duplicated. They definitely have the different weapons on there. So that's pretty cool. We have his belt. We got his shin armor here, his boots. So not too bad. Even the back of the helmet there is detailed. So really cool. Way to go, Hasbro. His cape is actually kind of a pliable plastic, but it is removable, and it's just being held on with a peg. You can take it, just kind of work it off a bit. It'll just pop right off. There you go. And this is going to come in handy with one of his accessories, which I'll go ahead and pull out right now. He does come with his jetpack, which he does get in the series. It just plugs right in like so. And it goes in pretty far, so that's pretty neat. A couple of the other accessories he comes with is he comes with his pistol, which if you look at his right hand, has a trigger finger, which is perfect for this gun. And this gun is kind of a very pliable plastic, so it should be fairly easy to get in his hand, like so. And then he also has his really cool rifle, which made its debut in the Star Wars Holiday Special when it was used by Boba Fett. And that can go in the other hand, like so. So now he's all suited up, ready for some action. Unfortunately, he doesn't have anywhere to store these weapons, so he's either holding them or you're going to have them off to the side. So we're going to go ahead and sit him down over here. He doesn't normally have a problem standing. We're going to bring in the other little figure here, and that is the child, also known as Baby Yoda. I notice he does have the little ball. That's really cool. He has no articulation except for in the head, and his head is on kind of a ball joint, so it can move side to side, very slightly up and down, but it definitely can move right to left all the way around. So not a whole lot of articulation, but the detail, I mean, he even gave him little feet. I didn't have to do that. They just kind of made it a solid brown, so that's kind of neat. The eyes look really nice on him. And you got the two-toned hood, so that's pretty cool. Now, he comes with his little carrier, and it's got a little bit of weight. It's definitely a solid plastic. Now, there's one thing about this I'm not really happy about. Yes, it does close, but when you close it, you got that problem. You got the little gap here. It doesn't completely cover everything, so that's kind of a bummer for me, in a way. So, but he does fit right inside. If I get him in there properly. There we go. And then this comes right on down. And I can block different shield, laser blasts. It comes with two different stands. It comes with the traditional stand right here that you can just plug into the little peg hole here on the bottom. And then it could just stand right next to Mando there. So it's got the little floaty look to it. We'll actually go a little further. There we go. However, he comes, of course, with a vehicle. And we're going to go ahead and take these off. And I'm not sure if it works better with the backpack on or off. We're just going to go ahead and leave everything off for right now and bring in his speeder bike. And we'll go ahead and take a look at this real quick. There's not really anything spectacular about it. You notice he has a few peg holes here and there. There's not really a kickstand. I don't have a problem with it standing so much. And I'll show you what these peg holes here are for in a moment. In fact, I'll show you right now. It comes with a little rocket launcher. It has a little missile here, and it will fire. Just like that. Fires pretty good. And you can attach this to either of the two round peg holes on the side, like so. Or over here. But what it shows you on the package is the main peg hole here up front. Like so. And so then we can twist Mando's wrists like so, I'm assuming. And we can place him right here. He's got a couple of handles here I'm sure he can hold on to. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, there's one. And the other handle, I guess he holds like this. There we go. And yeah. So there he is on his bike. But then, if he's riding, he's going to leave Baby Yoda behind. So, Hasbro has us covered here. We have an extra little stand here. So what we can do is we can take this, attach it, like so. And notice there's another peg hole in the back. And that just plugs right in, like so. And now, we have our Mandalorian with the Baby Yoda driving along. So I guess this is a good blast shield could also protect from, I guess, sand and dirt. So again, however, there is nowhere, I guess, let's see. No, we can't really play, like, okay, we can peg in the jetpack to the side here. There's nowhere really to plug in his other weapons, unfortunately. And that would be really neat to be able to do. And I'm looking on the instructions here, and yeah, I'm not really seeing... Yeah, that doesn't say anything at all about it holding his weapons. In fact, I'm not exactly sure this is even meant to hold the jetpack. It just happens to fit in that hole. Yeah, it doesn't even really fit in that hole or this hole. So, not really exactly sure. There's nothing that opens up, no hidden compartments, anything like that. So yeah, unfortunately, there's nowhere to store his other weapons. And I don't know if it's a smart idea to store his jetpack there, because if he's in, desert, then that's gonna get gunked up with, sand. So it's probably not a good idea either. But all in all, I kind of like this. This is really neat. His head's a little cockeyed. There we go. But it's pretty cool. I dig it. I like it. This is my first Mandalorian figure, so, well, not sure. I got the Black Series Baby Yoda, or the child. But pretty neat. I'm liking it. So, this I found at Walmart. This was, I believe, $20. For $20, you got the Mandalorian figure, the child or Baby Yoda figure. You got the little carrier, you got the speeder bike, you got a missile launcher. You got quite a few extra accessories. And yeah, so I mean, well worth the price, I think. So, like I said, I found this at Walmart for about $20. These, I believe, are just showing up. I actually found this a few weeks ago. They had probably about close to 20 of these things. When I went there today, they only had 2. So I'm assuming these things are selling pretty well and pretty quick at that. So let me know what you think of the Mandalorian Star Wars Mission Fleet set in the comments down below. Also, let me know if you would like me to do more reviews of this line. So hit me a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, or if you just haven't yet, hit that subscribe button for me. It really helps me out, and I appreciate it. Until next time, this is the way. I have spoken.